Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited. I told you guys we're gonna keep these in-depth workouts rocking and rolling. Today we're gonna be working our back and biceps, my favorite day. When I first started lifting, I loved doing legs because I just wanted to grow the booty and it was just the most fun. But now upper body makes me feel the strongest and just the most badass. So that's what we're doing today. Like I said, we're gonna be pairing biceps with it. When you work your back, you're also slightly working those biceps. That's why we like to pair them together to just really burn out that side. Same thing like chest and tris. When you're doing your chest, you're also slightly working your triceps. So we pair those together as well. I just did about a 7-minute warm up on the tread, just a quick little jog, and now we're ready to head into our mobility. Remember, we're just warming her up. We're not trying to work the muscle, so we don't want to exhaust it. Just get it nice and right. Today I'm just going to use this band. You can also use a plastic pipe, whatever your gym has. The band's going to be a little bit easier. The pipe's going to be a little bit more controlled. First one we're going to do here is holding your arms out wide, elbows straight. We're just going to bring it front to back. Keep our body nice and still here. Make sure we're not going like this to really open up our back and whatnot. Just use those shoulders. Next one, starting behind us, we're gonna bring just one hand to that front corner and right back to that starting position, keeping that other arm nice and still. 6 to 8 reps on that side, then we'll switch those arms. We're gonna go in a little whoop-de-woo circle. We're gonna bring it around town. Both arms are moving here and opposite direction. We're gonna loop this, have it about elbow height. And with a slight rotation, we're bringing that wrist to the midline of our body. We're gonna turn our fingers towards us and go into those baby circles here, opening up that wrist and opposite side. Fingers outwards and same thing. Other side. One last exercise to open up our spine. Hands and knees, sending that arm through the other arm, and back up, opening our chest. Follow the hand with those eyes. For me, back day always starts with pull-ups. It's one, the hardest exercise, so I need to get it over with in the beginning. And two, it kind of just lets me know where I'm at today. If I can do a lot, I'm feeling strong. If I can only do 1 to 2, I'm feeling a little bit weaker. Sometimes I need more assistance from the band. Sometimes I'll even go on the pull-up machine where it adds on the weight from the bottom to help your feet up. Remember, your entire body is still working. So when you're doing the pull-up, it's not just your back. You want to lock in your core, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your legs. This will make your body feel lighter and help yourself pull yourself up. When we're going up, we want to aim for the bar with our chest. Don't try to get your chin over. You want to lead up with your chest. Next thing to set up, we don't want to start from a super loosey-goosey hanging position. You want to have your shoulder blades locked in. Let's see how many I can do in a row. I'm getting too warm. I need to take this off. Everything I'm wearing today is from Vitality. How adorable are these new sports bras? We got to listen to some music to help us through this. Sweat playlist always. Now we're gonna add on the band for some help. SOS. I like to just put it right down the middle, loop her through. Bigger the band, more help you'll get. Since pull-ups are so different for me day to day, I just try to go for as many as I can. So, till failure. I need more help. A little bit thicker. Okay, shoulder blades locked in, chest to the bar. Let's go for about 3 sets here and we'll move on to the next. Okay, we're gonna move into our first superset, cable rows and some bicep curls. For the cable rows, you can use this attachment, which is totally fine. I just feel like I can't get as much of a range of motion. So I like to swap it out for this one to just keep a little bit more of a neutral grip. Starting with your feet on the pads, you're gonna press off those heels, bringing your back nice and straight. You can lean forward a little bit. Just make sure you're not using a bunch of momentum to pull yourself back up. You want it to all be slow and controlled. Elbows stay close to the body and row downwards. Squeezing those shoulder blades at the top. If you're feeling this in your traps, make sure you're trying to point those elbows down towards the floor and you're not lifting those shoulders as we come up. Superset, meaning little to no rest in between those exercises. Grab your dumbbells. We're going into some normal bicep curls, bringing your palms up to those shoulders and right back down to those hips in a full extension at the bottom. Don't cheat the bicep curls by stopping here and coming back up. Go all the way down and all the way up. Body stays nice and still here. We're not waving back and forth to get those dumbbells up and down. If you're rocking the body, drop your weight. 10. I'm increasing weight this round and we're gonna go for about 8 reps. Back into those bicep curls. I'm just gonna stay seated this round. 8, 9, one more. We're gonna go for 4 rounds total here. Last superset we're gonna be doing are gonna be some delt flies and some lateral cable curls. We're gonna move this guy up. In order to hit those delts, we want our cable to be at a 45-degree angle. So when we bring our arm down, it's at that 45-degree angle, squeezing that shoulder blade at the bottom and resist the cable on the way back up. I always go so light on these. It's a small muscle, you don't need a lot. Lock in that core, bring it down into that 45-degree angle, squeeze that shoulder blade and resist on the way up. 7, 8, 10. Rotate other side. It's a burner. 8, 10. We're gonna move the cables down so it's shoulder height. We got lateral cable curls, so make sure we're keeping that elbow up tall while you bring that wrist in towards the ear and right back out. Again, lock in that torso. 9, 10. Switch out the arms. 9, don't drop the elbow. 10. We are officially done with back and buys. Before I leave the gym, I'm gonna do a few headstands just for my practice for the day. And honestly, it's good to pair with back and buys because it's exhausting. Forearm distance apart, the wider your hands are, the less stability you're gonna have. So you're gonna wanna keep it a little bit closer, again, about forearm distance. Hands are gonna be crisscross. The pinkies are gonna be stacked like this though, so you can put them right down onto the ground and it's not uncomfy. You don't wanna be doing majority of the weight onto your head. Put a lot of your weight onto your forearms. Lock it in, I'll scoop my toes up, butt into the air. And one at a time, lift the feet. Honestly feels like the best hip stretch in the entire world. Literally my role model. That was amazing.
Oh, what?
Like, I'm not kidding. I'm so obsessed with practicing handstands. Okay.
I haven't practiced this, like, you know.
I'm trying really hard. Do you know how to do forearm stands? See, I can do a handstand, I just can't hold it still. Oh. That makes sense.
So I'm pushing and then internally rotate your hips because then when they externally rotate, that's when you fall.
You want this to be in a straight line pretty much, so you don't really want that bent.
Headstand, that's why it's easy to go like that. Barely off the ground.
That's what headstands have really helped my handstands with that, using less momentum and more control.
And then the hips, you want to internally rotate your toes, and when you stack them over the...
You are my idol. Okay, I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
What's your name?
Tamra.
Rebecca.
Rebecca, nice to meet you. I should go a normal route, but I just keep throwing myself on my head until something sticks. I'm not patient. I'm not patient.
Talking to?
It's so fulfilling though once you have that control of your body. I have a YouTube and I'm like recording this workout. Are you okay if I put little snippets of that in there?
Where is it?
It's literally on the floor.
I was talking, I was just like, you must be practicing.
I'm literally wrapping it up.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. Before we leave the gym, just take a few minutes to yourself. A few deep breaths, roll out the back, stretch everything out. Now it's time to tell your body can slow down, relax. The trauma is over. Pushing the chest towards the floor, stretch your lats. You can move side to side here. Biceps, you can hold onto a wall and push your chest forward. You can move around in your shoulder joint. Depending on where you're pushing, you're gonna feel it in different areas of that arm. Remember, your muscles are gonna naturally resist that stretch. Keep holding and it'll loosen into it. Switch out, other side.